Hi, my name is Alice Taylor and I'm a candidate for school committee. I'd like to thank WCAC for making this time available to me so that I can introduce myself to you, the parents and voters of Waltham, and explain why I am well qualified to be on the school committee. I've lived in Waltham since 1978, 33 years. I've also lived in Boston, Copenhagen, Denmark, and Newton. I returned to Waltham in 2001 and consider this my home. I'm running for school committee to give back, to be an independent voice on the school committee. I've had a wide variety of experiences as a parent and a professional, which make me well suited to this responsibility. My background is that I'm a graduate of the University of Virginia School of Engineering and Applied Science. I moved here in '78 to take a job as an industrial engineer with the Polaroid Corporation. I've also worked for computer graphics companies overseas, and I attended Boston College Law School, from which I graduated in 1996. I'm now a practicing lawyer in Waltham. I started law school when my daughter started kindergarten. We were students together, and my youngest son was just 1 year old. My husband was born and raised here and graduated from Waltham High in '73. My youngest two children, Julia and Jeff, are recent graduates of Waltham High. In addition, Julia is a 2010 graduate of Harvard College, and Jeff is a sophomore at Emerson. My oldest son, Evan, is autistic and was in special education from age 3 to 22. He has a certificate of attendance. My experiences with Waltham schools as a parent thus range from dealing with special education plans annually to college prep and AP coursework, and supporting our students in the fine arts. I learned to speak Danish at age 30 through a total immersion program that took 1 year of coursework 3 times a week, plus a lot of homework, while holding down a full-time job. And let me suggest that learning a foreign language as an older student is more difficult than when you're young. I can still speak Danish, but most of my school French is gone, even though I studied it for 6 years. The takeaway is that there are different ways to learn things that stick with you. We need to make sure that the content is relevant and the learning is lifelong. I'm not a politician. I'm not connected to the schools. No one in my close family is connected with the Waltham Public Schools or has any personal interest in any decision that the school committee takes. I would be able to participate fully in contract negotiations and would not need to recuse myself. I am a firm believer that the school committee should reflect the population that it serves. There were days when I wished the educational connections for my children had been better made. I understand the need to balance. I think I've done a pretty good job of it myself. I started law school at age 37. The dean for students was fond of saying that she loved older law students because they didn't worry about what color highlighter they used. They just cut to the chase. And as I made it through law school without the different colored highlighters, our students should be supported if they wish to cut directly to substance over style. Our teachers need to share these different ways of approaching learning and not be dogmatic. I've served on boards of directors, including Charles River Arc, now a $23 million nonprofit social services corporation. I'm the only woman on its Finance and Audit Committee. I'm accustomed to reading budgets and auditors' reports. Learning is a component of everyday life in our household. As I mentioned, my eldest son, Evan, is autistic. We try to build on his skill set every day. He would not have made the progress he has made without the support of special educators and programs available through Chapter 766. We need effective career education and transition planning for all students. We need to get more men into healthcare industries and teaching. These jobs are never going to be sent offshore. Also, we need to get more women into laboratory work and high tech. Students today will change careers during their lifetimes, probably more than once, as I did. They will need to learn how to adapt and apply their skills to new environments. We need our business base to see things the same way. They could provide more public-private opportunities for furthering the training of 21st century workers and paraprofessionals. I'm not a teacher, but a parent, a member of Waltham's business community, a concerned citizen, and a zealous advocate for effective public education in Waltham. I am asking for your vote, and I thank you for your consideration.